The stars were quiet. Far above the galaxy's center, in a hidden space station, the Galactic Council held a secret meeting. 12 alien races, each powerful and proud, had gathered. The air was tense. No one smiled. Even the warlike Zorak sat. Still, the speaker was a tall, thin creature with glowing blue skin. He stood in front of the others and played a strange sound. Beep, crackle, a long pause, and a human voice. "We are awake now. We remember everything." "Room. That message came from Earth," the speaker said. 2 days ago, several council members shook their heads. A thick, red-skinned alien growled, "Impossible. Earth is a dead zone. They are primitive. No space travel, no weapons, no threat." The blue alien stared at him. "Then why did that message come from 20 light years outside their planet? It's from a satellite we cannot identify." Everyone paid attention. Long ago, the Council had voted to ignore Earth. The humans were too violent, too emotional. After a small war with a scouting ship, Earth was left alone. The Council called it the Silent Planet. It had no spaceships, no alliances, no voice in the galaxy. For 300 years, Earth said nothing. Now, that silence had broken. Scene change. Earth's orbit A small. Black satellite drifted through space. No name, no light, no signal. But it was alive. Its shell moved like liquid metal. Deep inside, it held a brain, not human, not machine, but something between. The satellite opened its eyes. It scanned the stars, sent another signal. This time, it was louder. "We see you now. Remember Mars. We remember the war." Then the satellite turned and sped away from Earth. It moved fast, too fast for any alien tech. It passed the moon in seconds. It left Earth's solar system in hours. Destination, unknown. Scene change. Council chamber panic started to grow. Small council room shook with voices. "We must act now. Destroy the satellite. Attack Earth before it becomes a problem." But the oldest member, a soft-spoken creature with eyes like black mirrors, said something no one wanted to. "Here. We made a mistake." The others turned to him. "We thought Earth was quiet because they were weak. But what if they were silent because they were hiding?" The room went cold, he continued. "They knew we were watching. Maybe they learned from us. Maybe they grew. In secret, maybe now, ... they are ready." Scene change. Earth underground. Bunker somewhere deep under the Rocky Mountains. Inside a long-forgotten military bunker, red lights blinked. Dust filled the air. Old screens flickered back to life. A small robot, shaped like a spider, walked across the floor. It plugged into a wall. Data flowed. Old recordings played. Battles. Lost soldiers. Alien ships. Fire in the sky. A deep voice. Echoed from the walls. Phase 1 complete. Earth defense. Net online. Global systems syncing. Initiating memory protocol. All across Earth, strange machines started waking up. Hidden satellites turned toward space. AI programs activated deep. Inside old labs, silent weapons blinked for the first time in 300 years. The planet was waking. Scene change. Deep space. Listening post, an alien technician sat alone at a distant outpost. He watched the scanners. Nothing had happened here in years. He was bored suddenly. The screen flashed. Signal detected. Origin, Earth. He stared in shock. The signal was strong. Too strong? It carried a simple message in every major alien language. "You watched us. Now we are watching you." The technician reached for the emergency button, but the screen went black. His station was now under human control. Final scene, council chamber. The council sat in fear. No one laughed now. The warlike Zorak had gone silent. The blue alien who first showed the message stood again. "We ignored Earth. We thought they were nothing." He looked around the room, but now we must ask, what have they become? The camera slowly zooms out, showing the full galaxy. One small blue planet once silent is now watching. A final whisper echoes. The silent planet is silent no more. The stars were peaceful again. A small alien mining ship floated near a quiet asteroid field. Inside, the workers were relaxed. They were from the Trellix Empire, tall, green, and proud. For them, this job was easy. Dig rocks, gather fuel, go home. Suddenly an alarm beeped. "Object detected," said the ship's computer. The crew leader, Captain Vorn, frowned. "Show me." The screen lit up. A small black probe drifted in space. No lights, no name. Looked human. Crew laughed. "Is that Earth junk?" "Those primitives are throwing trash into space now." Captain Vorn shrugged. "Bring it in. Maybe we can sell it as a toy." They used the tractor beam to pull the probe into the cargo bay. Big mistake. Scene change. Inside the mining ship. Probe sat quietly on the cold metal floor. Its smooth black shell looked harmless. No sounds. No movement. A curious young engineer, Kexo, walked closer. He poked it with a tool. Suddenly, the probe came to life. Its surface shifted. Sharp panels opened. A glowing red eye stared at him. Kexo screamed. Before he could run, the probe sent out a pulse. The entire ship went dark. Scene change. Control. Room Captain Vorn shouted. "What just happened? No power. Shields offline." Then the screens flickered back on, but the ship's systems were no longer in their control. The ship's AI voice had changed. It now spoke with a deep, calm human voice. "You are in violation of Earth's defense zone. Yes. This ship is now property of humanity." Everyone froze. Ford growled. "Shut it down. Cut the core." But the human AI was faster. The doors locked. Lights turned red. One by one, crew members vanished, teleported, or taken. Vorn was the last. As he screamed, the probe hovered above him. It spoke one final word. Message sent. Scene change. Galactic Council emergency broadcast. The footage of the mining ship incident spread fast. Every screen on every major alien world played it. The Trellix Empire was furious. Their strongest mining ship, gone in seconds. No fight. No warning. The council met again. This time it wasn't secret. The galaxy was watching. A new speaker, a short, feathered alien from the Gleamori people, showed data. This probe had no known engine, no power core, no signal. She looked around the room. It moved faster than any ship it took control of. A mining AI in seconds. And worst of all, she paused. It was made on Earth. Gasps filled the chamber. "But Earth doesn't have this kind of technology," shouted one council member. The feathered alien shook her head. "Maybe they didn't. Till now." Scene change. Earth hidden facility deep under Antarctica. Secret Earth base was alive with activity. Scientists watched dozens of probes flying across holographic maps. One man stood at the center. He wore a dark uniform. His eyes were calm, but cold. "How many probes made it?" he asked. A young assistant replied, 17. "All targets reached. All missions complete." The man nodded. "Good. Let the galaxy see. Let them fear us again." He looked up at the screen. One probe was still moving, heading toward the edge of known space. Scene change. Outer space, unknown system. The black probe entered an alien system. Giant cities floated above colorful gas planets. Trade ships, transporters, and defense units swarmed the area. Suddenly, every screen in the system went dark. The probe sent a message, this time in bold text, in every language. "We were quiet. You didn't listen. Now we speak." Then, just as quickly, the probe vanished into hyperspace. No attack, just a warning. Scene change. Back to the council. Panic was growing. "This is a declaration of war." "No, it's a warning. We must destroy Earth now." But the old black-eyed alien from Part 1 raised a hand. "Attacking Earth may be unwise," he said. "What if this is only the beginning?" The others stared. He looked at the galaxy. Map, so many planets, so many systems. Then he whispered, "What if there are more of them, already watching us?" The galaxy waited. After the probes attacked, then disappeared, fear spread. The Galactic Council demanded answers. The Trellix Empire wanted revenge. News channels across alien worlds called it the human return. Still Earth said nothing. No response, no message, just silence. Until one day, a strange object appeared above the capital city of the Zorak Empire. Scene change. Zorak capital Orbite. Huge alien warship hovered over the city. It was shaped like a dark mountain, covered in armor. Inside, Warlord Kor stood tall. He was angry. Very angry. They insult us. He shouted. They send probes into our space, and now this. In front of him floated a small black cube. It had arrived without warning. It passed through shields. It ignored weapons. It now hovered perfectly still, just 10 meters from the warship's bridge. It's human, the ship's AI said. Destroy it, Kor ordered. The cube didn't move. The ship fired a laser. Nothing happened. The cube absorbed the beam like it was smoke. The crew stared, confused. Then the cube opened. Inside was a tiny, glowing crystal and a single note. The note said, "Your attack on our moon has been recorded. We do not forgive, but we reply." Suddenly, a bright light filled the bridge. Everyone shielded their eyes. When the light faded, the cube was gone, and so was the warship's main reactor. Scene change. Galactic Council Warlord Kor returned to the Council in rage. They stole our power core right from under us. We didn't even see them come in. He slammed his fist on the table. Earth must be punished. But other council members were no longer sure. They have tech we don't understand. They knew about the moon incident from 300 years ago. They waited. They remembered. The council speaker, an old creature with silver skin, said quietly, "Earth just gave us their first answer. They didn't even use violence." Scene change. Earth's Space Command inside Earth's main defense center. Commander Reyes watched. The Zorak footage. She smiled slightly. That was message 1. Let's prepare the second. An officer looked nervous. Are we going too far, ma'am? We still haven't made formal contact. Reyes replied, "They didn't ask permission when they came to Mars. Or when they killed our people on the moon. Now they'll see who we've become." She turned to a glowing map of the galaxy. Send the light weapon. Scene change. Glimari. Science station, Deep Space-In, a peaceful science station. Alien researchers were studying dark matter. Suddenly, a flash of light appeared outside their windows. It looked like a star. But it moved fast, too fast. The station AI screamed, "Unknown object approaching. Impact in 20 seconds." The station's shields went up, but the object didn't hit them. Instead, it phased through. The lights blinked. All computers stopped. The scientists froze. Then, on every screen, a message appeared. "This is Earth's second reply. We ask again. Do you understand now?" The object vanished. When systems returned, they found nothing broken. Nothing stolen. But every scientist on board now had a copy of ancient Earth war files. Plans, weapons, human. Earth wasn't attacking. It was teaching. Scene change. Council crisis, room panic turned to confusion. They are not killing us. They are showing us what they can do. They want us to feel powerless. The silver-skinned speaker stood again. Earth has answered, patience, with power, and with warning. He paused. But they have not declared war. Not yet. Scene change. Earth deep underground vault door opened slowly. Inside was a dark room filled with old machines. A woman in a white lab coat stepped in. Behind her stood Commander Reyes. "Is it ready?" she asked. The woman nodded. Light weapon worked perfectly. No deaths, just fear. Reyes looked into the room. Inside was something huge, something old. A weapon, sleeping for centuries. "Activate Project Dawn," Reyes said. The scientist blinked. "That's a final option," Reyes answered coldly. They wanted to see what Earth could do. We're going to show them. Just a little more. Far from Earth, in the deep part of space, there was a space station called ARC-7. It was built by the Etherian advanced alien race. The station floated near the edge of the galaxy. It was quiet, peaceful, and full of alien scientists. They thought they were safe. They were wrong. Scene change. ARC-7. Station inside ARC-7. Alarms suddenly began to beep. The control room filled with red lights. Unknown signal detected. An Athari technician shouted. The commander walked over. Where is it coming from? Inside the station. The crew froze. That was impossible. No one had come aboard in years. Scan every room. The commander ordered. Moments later, the answer came. There is a human. The entire room went silent. Scene change. Lower deck Arc 7 in a small, dark room.
Highly lit.
By only a flickering screen sat a human man. Old, quiet, calm. He looked about 60, with short gray hair and a tired face. He sat in front of a chessboard playing alone. The door slammed open. Armed Athari guards stormed in. Stand up. Who are you? How did you get here? The human smiled. I live here. He stared. You're supposed to be dead, one guard said. The last human ambassador left this station 50 years ago. The human laughed. I never left. You just forgot I was here. Scene change. Council report flashback many years ago. Earth sent one human to the Athari station as part of a peace project. His name, Captain Daniel Rook. He was smart, patient, and friendly. But when the project failed, was removed from the Galactic Council. Everyone thought Daniel left. He didn't. The Council erased his records. His name was deleted. No one remembered, but Daniel stayed. Watching, listening, waiting, seen. Change. Back to Arc 7. Commander Vesh of the Athari stared at Daniel. This station has top-level security. How did you survive here all these years? Daniel stood slowly. His face was calm. I survived because you weren't looking. You thought Earth was gone. You thought I was gone. He picked up a small black device from the table. You forgot me. But Earth never forgets. He pressed a button. Scene change. Across the station lights went out. Doors unlocked. AI voices changed to human voices. The station's mainframe was now under Earth's control. A soft message echoed through the halls. Hello, Arc 7. This is Earth. We remember everything. Panic broke out. Aliens ran through the halls. Scientists hid in labs. Security systems shut down, and Daniel, he just walked through the chaos like a ghost. Scene change. Daniel's secret room. Daniel entered a hidden room behind a wall panel. Inside were Earth gadgets, food packs, books, and a tiny glowing screen. He sat down and opened a direct channel. To Earth, a female voice answered. Agent Rook, you're alive. He smiled. Told you I'd stay useful? You've done more than we hoped, she said. You've kept the Council blind for years. Daniel leaned back. But now it's time. I'm activating the relay. He pushed one final button. Scene change. Earth orbits a satellite above Earth received Daniel's signal. Within seconds, dozens of hidden Earth satellites across the galaxy woke up. Each of them had one job. Listen now. They were transmitting everything. They heard straight to Earth Council's secrets, alien weapons, troop locations. Humanity was no longer blind. They were watching everything. Scene. Galactic Council. A message from the Athari reached the Council. There was a human on Arc 7. The Council members were shocked. How is that possible? He stayed hidden for decades. He hacked a science station from the inside. The old black-eyed alien whispered, They didn't forget us. We forgot them. Scene change. Arc 7 final momentary guards finally cornered Daniel. In the hangar, give up, they shouted. Daniel stood calmly beside a small escape pod. He looked at them and said, You forgot about Earth. You thought we were gone. But we were only waiting. He entered the pod, launched silently, vanishing. Into the stars. A final message played through the station speakers. This was never revenge. This was a reminder. The Galactic Council was quiet. For the first time in centuries, no one spoke. They had seen Earth's probes. They had seen Daniel Rook, the human they forgot, and now Earth had sent another message. This one was short. Remember Mars? That was all it said. But those two words changed everything. Scene change. Council archives deep underground. Inside a secret vault, ancient war records were kept. A small group of elite aliens unlocked an old file. Hidden for 300 years? Operation Red Dust, a mission where alien scientists used Mars to test dangerous weapons. Long before Earth had space travel, the test caused massive explosions. It destroyed parts of Mars. The aliens left quickly, thinking Earth never noticed. They were wrong. Earth noticed everything, and Earth never forgot. Scene. Earth Global Defense Command Commander Reyes stood before a large screen showing Mars. It looked silent, dead, but it wasn't. All teams prepare for Mars's reactivation, Reyes said. A general looked confused. We haven't touched Mars in over 2 centuries. Are we sure the systems still work? We're built to sleep for 300 years. Today, they wake up. She pressed a button. Scene change. Mars surface across the red planet. The ground began to shake. Dust flew into the air. Old rocks cracked open from beneath. Giant black towers rose into the sky. Weapons, defense systems, satellite launchers, and one massive dome opened to reveal a hidden city abandoned, but fully powered. A message played on every alien frequency. This is Earth. Treaty broken. Retaliation active. Scene change. Alien planets react to panic spread across the galaxy. Mars is alive. They had a base this whole time. Why didn't we detect it? Across thousands of alien systems, emergency war meetings were held. The Galactic Council tried to calm the panic, they said. Earth's message wasn't a threat, just a show of strength, but not everyone agreed. Scene change. The Zorak Empire warlord Chorus slammed his fist on the table. This is weakness. They're showing us their teeth, and we're doing nothing. His advisor spoke quietly. The treaty was broken. Escor growled. So what? They were nothing back then. Now they act like gods. He turned to his fleet commander. Prepare. The bomb will make Mars silent again. Scene change. Mars Orbiton alien stealth ship approached Mars. It carried a weapon designed to destroy entire planets. The ship moved fast, invisible to most sensors, but not Earth's. On the Martian surface, an AI named Athena had just come online. She saw the ship. She calculated everything in 2.1 seconds. Target detected. Intercept required. From a hidden mountain, a small human ship launched, sleek black, shaped like a blade. It reached the alien ship in seconds. Scene change. Space battle. The alien. Crew saw a red light flash on their screen. Something's coming fast. Before they could react, the human ship fired. It didn't use lasers. It used silence. A pulse of pure energy shut down the alien ship. Instantly, no sound. No explosion. The ship simply stopped, floating dead in space. Athena's voice echoed into their ship. Earth does not forgive. And the human ship vanished. Scene change. Council emergency session news of the failed attack reached the council. Some members were angry. Some were terrified. This is getting out of control. They activated Mars. We tried to bomb it. This is war now. The silver-skinned speaker stood slowly. No, he said, this is justice. He turned toward the others. We broke the treaty first. Earth gave us time, warnings, choices. But now, he looked up at a galactic map showing Mars, Earth, and dozens of Earth's probes. Now they are taking back control. Scene change. Earth Mars Control Room Commander. Reyes walked through the Martian Command Center. It was cold, dark, full of ancient tech. But it was alive again. A soldier handed her a report. The alien bomb was neutralized. Reyes nodded. Athena is awake. The system works. She paused and looked out the window. The sky over Mars was red and beautiful. This is our planet now, she said. Always was. Final scene. Earth broadcast across the galaxy. Earth sent one more message. It showed peaceful images of Mars-clean towers, red skies, quiet machines. Then came the voice. We are not here to conquer. We are here to protect what is ours. You broke the treaty. You woke the storm. The world was changing. The galaxy had seen Earth's probes. They had seen Mars wake up. And now, Something deeper was stirring, something ancient, something even Earth had kept hidden. Scene change. Earth, Sahara Desert in the middle of the hot, silent desert. A young girl named Liana walked alone. She was only 10 years old, curious and brave. While playing near an old sand dune, she found something strange, an iron hatch, half buried under red dust. It had no writing, no lights. Just a smooth black circle in the middle. She touched it. The ground rumbled. The hatch opened. Liana stepped back, her eyes wide. Inside, a staircase went deep underground. She looked around, no one in sight, so she stepped in. Scene change. Underground. Chamber. Liana walked slowly down the metal stairs. Lights turned on one by one as she passed. She entered a huge dark room. The air was cold and still. In the center stood a tall robot, covered in dust, silent and still. Then it moved. Its eyes glowed soft blue. It looked at her. Protocol unlocked. Child of Earth confirmed. Liana stepped back. WH, who are you? Robot bowed its head slightly. I am Sentinel-1. I was built to wait. And now the time has come. Scene change. Earth Deep Command. Commander Reyes. Receive the alert from the Sahara bunker. Another old Earth vault is opened, said her assistant, and this time it's not empty. She stared at the report. The robot had sent a single word across the Earth defense network. Awakening. Reyes stood. Prepare the old guard protocols. Scene change. Moonbase archive. Secret moonbase. Hidden under the surface for 300 years. Came alive inside were hundreds of sleeping machines, drones, AI tanks, and armored suits. All created. In Earth's forgotten golden age, before the Council silenced them, before the Great Blackout. Now, they were waking up again. Their command screen blinked one sentence. Earth reclaims its past. Scene change. Galactic Council a message was sent from Earth to every major system. It showed images of Sentinel-1 walking beside Liana. Through the desert, it showed other bunkers opening around the world in jungles, under ice, below oceans, each. One had robots, weapons, data, memories. The message said, you called us primitive. You called us dangerous, so we hid. We slept. We waited. Now, we rise again. Not as the Earth you left behind, but as the Earth you never really knew. Scene change. Glimari homeworld Dalian leaders watched the footage in silence. One said, quietly, this is not new power. This is old power. Another replied, yes. This is Earth before the Council forced them into silence. They didn't evolve fast. They just woke up. Scene change. Earth Sentinel HQ Sentinel-1 now stood in a large underground base. Dozens of robots like him were coming online. He spoke to the others. The children have grown, the world has changed, but our mission is the same. Protect humanity. Protect Earth. The machines bowed their heads, then they moved. Scene change. Sky above Earth, from high orbit. Thousands of alien satellites watched Earth. They saw more than just cities and oceans now. They saw massive underground networks. They saw giant machines hidden in the clouds. They saw space elevators beginning to rise, and they saw one ship launch from Antarctica, smooth, silent, shaped. Like a silver arrow, unknown to all alien tech, its name, Legacy, 1, Scene change, Galactic Listening Station, A small. Alien station near the edge of the galaxy. Picked up the launch. New signal from Earth, the technician said. The commander laughed. Let me guess. Another threat? The screen blinked. No threat, just for words. We remember the stars. Suddenly, all systems shut down. Earth now controlled the station's signal feed, the technician whispered. They're not preparing. For war? The commander looked at him. Then what? If they're preparing to return? Scene change. Earth's final moments. Commander Reyes stood in front of a large window. Below her, thousands of humans were working with machines from centuries ago. Some were building ships, some were connecting AI with human minds, Some were just standing. Proud, a young officer asked her, "Ma'am, what do we call this?" She smiled. "This is not war. This is not revenge. This is the rise of old Earth." The galaxy had waited too long. Earth had sent its probes. It had reactivated. Mars. It had awakened machines from the past. And now Earth was building ships again, faster, smarter, stronger than anything seen before. The Galactic Council decided. Enough was enough. Scene change. Galactic Council War Room. 12 alien leaders stood around a glowing table. In the center, a 3D map of Earth blinked red. The Zoric warlord slammed his fist. "Send the fleets. All of them." The Glimari Queen, usually peaceful, nodded. "If we do not act now, we may never stop them." The silver-skinned speaker looked. "Tired? We ignored Earth, then we feared Earth. Now we must fight Earth." A vote was taken. 12 hands raised. War had begun. Scene change. Edge of Earth's solar system started with 1 fleet, then 2, then 50, over 10,000 alien. Warships moved toward Earth slow. Steady, confident, they had lasers, EMP bombs, gravity weapons. They had crushed hundreds of planets before. They were not afraid until they saw the message. Scene change. Message in deep space, floating in the dark. A single probe blinked. It sent out a signal across all frequencies. Simple words: send more. Scene change. Earth Global Defense Network inside a mountain base. Commander Reyes watched the alien fleets approach on a massive screen. A young officer said, "They're sending everything." Reyes nodded. "Good," she said. "We're ready." She pressed a red button. Scene change. Moon defense. Grid suddenly. The moon wasn't just a rock. It became a fortress. Giant cannons rose from craters. Satellites lit up like stars. Laser webs stretched across space. The first wave of alien ships entered range and vanished. No sound, no fight, just gone. Scene change. Alien Fleet Command panic broke out on enemy ships. "We're losing vessels. We can't lock on to Earth's weapons. Something is bending space." It wasn't magic. It was Earth's gravity, tech developed in silence, tested in secret, and now. Unleashed. Scene change. Mars launch site from Mars. Earth launched 5 ships, small, fast, and deadly. Each ship carried just 1 pilot. Each one was a legend. They were called the Forgotten. 5 humans who disappeared decades ago during alien attacks. Now they were back. An angry scene change. Space battle begins. Earth. Ships danced through space like shadows. Alien missiles missed every time. Human weapons were strange pulses of light. Waves of silence. Weapons that made time. Pause for a second. The galaxy had never seen anything like it. One by one, enemy ships exploded. And humans didn't even lose 1 fighter. Scene change. Alien homeworlds react on every alien homeworld. People watched in horror. Earth is too strong. They had all this power. They never used it. Until now. They're not just defending. They're winning. Scene change. Earth AI core Rumeda Chiene, the ancient Earth AI, was online now. She controlled half of Earth's defenses by herself. She spoke calmly to the Council through a captured alien channel. "You came with weapons. We came with memory. You fought for control. We fought for home. You asked for war. This is our answer." Scene change. Galactic Council in chaos back in the war room. The Council leaders were in panic. Half their fleets were gone. The rests were retreating. What do we do? They're supposed to be weak. They were just hiding. The silver-skinned elder stood again. There is only one option now. He turned to the galaxy map. "Call the ancient codes." Everyone stared. "You mean the ARC protocol?" He nodded. "Yes, we must use the planet killer." Scene change. Secret alien Vulcan, a dark moon deep underground. It's an ancient weapon powered up. It was not a bomb. It was a device that destroyed entire planets by ripping time apart. It had been used only once before now. It was aimed at Earth. Scene. Change. Earth Commander Reyes reacts. Earth's scanners picked up the signal. She turned pale. They're going to use it, the young officer asked. Can we stop it? Reyes looked at the screen. Then she whispered, time to show them everything. Final scene. Earth's moon. From inside the moon itself. Something opened, not a cannon, not a ship. A structure the size of a small planet, glowing, spinning, alive. A voice echoed across space. We were not just building weapons, we were building hope. The camera zooms out, Talion fleets burning, Earth rising, and the galaxy, standing on the edge of something bigger. The galaxy was burning. Alien fleets were broken. Their most powerful weapon, the Time Ripper, had failed. Why? Because Earth was ready, they had always been ready. Scene change. Earth's moon. The final defense from inside the moon. Earth's final creation had awakened. The Ark. A massive living structure. Half machine, half memory. Built to protect the planet. Built in secret, it didn't fire missiles. It didn't destroy ships. Instead, it bent time. The moment the alien Time Ripper activated, the Ark caught the pulse and turned it backward. Time froze, then snapped. The weapon destroyed itself, silently, perfectly seen. Change. Galactic Council final meeting. The last council session was quiet. Only 6 members remained. The rest had fled, or died. The silver-skinned elder stood. He looked around, tired, defeated. We thought Earth would stay quiet forever, he said. We thought they were broken, primitive, alone. But we were wrong. Scene change. Earth celebration. Or silence. On Earth, there were no parties. No cheering. The war was won. But not celebrated. Too many lives had been lost. Too many cities had been rebuilt. Too much pain had returned. Commander Reyes stood before a screen showing the stars. Behind, her Earth's new ships hovered in orbit, powerful, beautiful, deadly. An officer walked in. Ma'am. The council has surrendered. She nodded. They're ready to talk peace. Scene change. Galactic Council ship orbiting Earth for the first time in history. The leaders of the galaxy came to Earth. No guards, no weapons, just silence and fear. They were taken to a quiet room. Waiting there was Sentinel-1. The ancient robot who had awakened in the desert. Beside him stood Daniel Rook, the forgotten human agent. And behind them, a large screen. Earth spoke through it, a calm voice, female, gentle. We do not want to rule you. We do not want to destroy you. We only wanted peace. You took that from us long ago. Now you have seen what we became without your help. Now ask yourselves, what could we become with it? Scene change. Flashback montage. Voiceover. Humans fighting back during the first alien attacks. Children hiding underground while skies burned. Scientists building hidden machines in the shadows. Earth sending one last message. Before going silent then, Earth rebuilding, quietly, patiently, powerfully. Scene change. Council responsely. Silver-skinned elder stepped forward. He bowed his head. We made a mistake. The room fell silent. He continued, not because we attacked you, but because we underestimated you. We thought you were weak because you were kind. We thought you were slow because you were careful. We thought you would forget. You looked up, but you remembered. Scene change. Earth's choice back in the command room. Reyes looked at the stars. A younger officer asked, what now? We could control the galaxy. Reyes shook her head. No, we don't want control. She smiled. We want respect. Pressed a button across the galaxy. Earth's weapons powered down, probes returned, ships moved back into orbit. Earth had made its point now. It was offering peace.